Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Coming to PC. Never. Never. It's never going to do that. Nintendo has a tighter grip on their IP than the chimpanzee would of the kid who fell into its enclosure at the zoo. And is probably going to live a wonderful life after this is all over. Anyways, I'm sorry for the clickbait, but I had to do something to get you to click on a Zelda video, right? Welcome to Greybeard Gaming. I am Greybeard. This is the Beard. I'm sorry for trying to draw you into a video about a game that has been out for what I would assume is at least 10 years, maybe 20. Two? There's nobody over there. It's been out for 2 years. It's been out since 2017, and for whatever reason, I got it last year, about a year ago, and I still couldn't really bring myself to play it, which is weird. I played it for about an hour, and it just didn't really sink its teeth into me. I didn't get hooked, and I only recently heard somebody else who I respect quite a bit, and their opinion on games, and they said that it's one of the best games they've ever played. It just seemed weird to me. I was like, I've got to check it out. I've got to try and jump back in, and I've got to give it a chance. And I think part of the issue is that I'm a PC gamer, and time and time again, even though I've got the Switch now, I haven't had a console since Xbox 360. There's something about gaming on PC where you're pretty multitask, at any point you've got multiple monitors you can look at, for myself at least, and if something is kind of off, if you think there might be a bug or a glitch, you get pretty used to that, and you think maybe it's just the game's fault, that you can't go through this part of the game or whatever. Well, just look it up, right, and make sure that's not a bug or what have you. And who cares? Just if it's not super fun, why not just find out the answer to the puzzle that you're doing? But not on console. I mean, I could open my phone. It's just an extra sort of step, right? There's no alt-tabbing and looking up any kind of answers, crafting recipes, anything. And so I kind of just started giving the game that extra sort of level of respect, where I kind of felt like, well, if I explore enough and if I try enough things, I expect that the game will show me what I should do. And so that's how I sort of started playing it. And there's one massive hint right at the beginning of the game when you're taken up a tower by the first NPC that you meet, and he immediately says you're gonna need to take your binoculars out and look around and try to find places you want to go and mark them out yourself and go check them out. I missed that the first time somehow, and this time I really didn't. I noticed that it's honestly a symbol for the rest of the game, of what the game actually is, which is free, really free exploration. Not like these other sort of sandbox games where I kind of thought it was Far Cry. Oh, you climb the towers, you get the area, it tells you exactly where to go. It's not that. And it's been a really wonderful experience. So much so that I actually found myself caring about the story and the characters and everything like that, which is rare for me. So I've been really, really enjoying it. And what I found after giving it that sort of extra level of respect is that the game respects you. It respects your time. It respects your effort. When you try to fight something that's a little bit beyond your pay grade, a little bit higher than what you probably should be fighting, and you manage to succeed against all odds, it gives you bigger, better items, something you can actually keep expanding and getting better with. When you think, I wonder what's around this bend, I wonder what's under this cliff or under this bridge, almost every time it rewards you. It says, thanks for checking that out. We put some cool stuff down here, So there's a give and take that I haven't really found in many other games. It's really quite something. And so I just wanted to gush about it, even though I'm sure most people have probably played it already. I really wanted to just sort of gush about how awesome this game has been and how much I'm really looking forward to finishing it. I'm pretty close, I think, but we'll see. And the story itself is actually developing into something that is kind of interesting. Zelda and Mario are sort of the two quintessential damsel in distress games, right? You've got Princess Zelda and Princess Peach. It's been that way since the NES. And or maybe before that, I guess. But anyways, for me, since the NES. And so far, and I haven't seen the whole story yet, but it seems like they're sort of twisting that a little bit. And I don't want to get into it because obviously, if you want to know, you can go look up that story, and it'll be told to you in a much better way than me rambling on. But it really does seem like it might be actually digging a little deeper and being a bit more thought-provoking. So now I get it. Now I know why so many people say that this is an awesome game, and I found myself saying it too, that this is one of the best games I have ever played. And if you haven't played it, I would highly recommend getting your hands on it somehow. If you don't have a Switch, borrow one, ask your friend who maybe hasn't touched it in a while, and see if you can just get some time playing it, because it is really quite the experience. One of the best games, hands down, I've ever played. And a joy going back to console finally and feeling sort of a little different about it. So, thanks for watching the video. I'm trying this whole thing where I'm using my face, especially this time, considering that whole tight grasp we talked about with Nintendo applies to the content here on YouTube as well. So, thanks for watching the video. If you got this far, please do consider doing all the things you do on YouTube, like subscribing, ringing bells, maybe liking, maybe commenting. You know, there's about 4 or 5, I don't know. There's a bunch of things you can do if you're inclined. That's cool. But either way, I hope you have a wonderful day. Graybeard out.